Welcome back. We all know the kind of havoc the COVID pandemic caused to businesses worldwide. Now that things are returning to normal, the country's GDPs are rebounding. We see that businesses are also recouping themselves. So, what's in store for small businesses? How should they approach their business or sales growth to bounce back? See, we all know that small businesses had to bear the brunt of the pandemic with cancelled orders, loss of sales, and as many as a third of them worldwide had to even shut shop. In India, in the New Delhi capital region alone, more than 39% small businesses closed down during the crisis. As we know, many known systems, many accepted paradigms of the past have totally lost relevance today. Things like work from home, digital marketing, online sales, e-commerce are now here to stay for the long haul. So, how do these changes impact the way small businesses work? In today's video, I will take you through what these changes mean for your small business and how you should adapt your sales approach for the new normal. I'll also take you through how you can de-risk your business in the event such a disaster occurs in the future. Hi, I'm Kallol Chaudhary and I have had over 30 years career involved in starting, building, turning around businesses across all the regions in India and in many countries worldwide. I'm on a mission to empower small business owners and entrepreneurs and enable them to live a life of freedom by assisting them to transform their businesses and achieve sustainable growth and scalability. In the post-COVID era, and I mean the era after COVID started, conventional sales have lost its relevance in many ways, although the consumer or customer still remains at the center of things. In this video, I will tell you 5 strategies that you must follow to bolster your sales. The first strategy is shift your focus from your product or brand to the customer. Now you will say, what's new in this? But I'll tell you now. Especially after the COVID pandemic, customers expect you to have exactly what they want. Consumers today expect that any experience will be smooth, proactive, pertinent, and connected. In other words, they are concerned only with getting what they want when they want it. And they insist that nothing gets in their way. They seem much more willing to switch brands and are even willing to go for white labeled or unbranded products. In fact, a recent study revealed that up to 61% customers worldwide are willing to consider a white label product depending on category. This makes it very important for you to keep providing value to customers in such a way that it makes it very difficult for them to consider other competing products or brands. In view of this, the first fundamental strategy shift that you should make is shift your focus from your product or brand to the customer. Customer centricity was always there in selling. For effective selling, we were always told to address the customer's needs. This is why every salesperson was told not to take a pure sales approach, but to help the customer. I remember that I was coached to adopt the role of a consultant and guide customers through their buying process. So rather than explain features of products, we were told to explain the benefits and then drive home the point how these benefits would address the customer's needs. But nowadays, in order to make a successful sale, we need to change our pitch to a much higher gear. Every customer has a unique user journey and has a different purpose for buying the product. For instance, while one customer may buy a computer printer for regular usage at his home, another may buy one for his office. Since the usage is different, the product offering is likely to be different in each case. The model may be different, the features may be different. Understanding the need, therefore, is very critical. There also may be a situation where you may not have the correct product that meets the customer's requirement. The normal tendency we see is to try and convince the customer and push him to buy another product that may not really meet his requirements. Customers will now simply walk away and never come back if you do this. My suggestion, don't do this. Either offer him a better product that meets more than his needs, or source the product that is suited to his needs, either from the manufacturer or even from your competitor. There's no problem in that. You are actually servicing the customer. This is what I mean by shifting to a higher gear. Give the customers exactly or more than what they need. Another way to satisfy your customer needs is by positioning your business to do exactly what your brand promises. Look at what Starbucks does, for example. There are many places where you could go and have a cup of coffee, or the same coffee you enjoy at Starbucks and at a much lower price. Then why do people go to Starbucks? And the answer is that they go there for the experience and the ambience that Starbucks offers. Starbucks brand positioning reflects the same purpose: to offer authentic coffee, great experience, and quicker delivery. Positioning is not a point of sale strategy, but the takeaway here is that you must necessarily let the customer experience what your brand promises. And that way you will ensure happy and repeat customers, and that in turn will show up in your sales numbers or revenue and even your profits. Understanding the customer's user journey is vital to succeed in today's business scenario. A good point of sales approach would be to keep on probing the customer in order to find out what is the real intention or purpose for his buying the product. Use the 5 why approach. For every answer to your why question, you must then come up with another why question. This will get you to the root of the problem and the actual pain point of the customer. And I should also tell you that pitching to meet your customers' ultimate aspirations ensures sales success for sure. And it always pays to remember that if you want to do business, you need to stop minding your own business. Knowing your customers, their needs, their desires, and aspirations is critical to success in sales. Strategy 2. Focus on building customer relationships. We all know that, don't we? But I'll explain how this is different. In the post-pandemic era, where there is unlimited choice before customers and loyalty comes at a premium, it is crucial for you to cultivate long-term relationships with your customers. Earlier, all of us believed that customer relationships matter. They are important. But the truth today is that customer relationships are everything. And trust is a very important aspect of building relationships, particularly in B2B sales. Companies that had existing relationships could take maximum advantage of the trust they held with their customers during the pandemic period. So they didn't suffer like the others, even though a considerable portion of the interaction had gone online. For new customers, the focus has to shift from selling products to selling solutions. Your sales teams must constitute people who have relationship building skills, so train them accordingly. Charm, gifts, and gratification are less important to the customer than insights and solutions. So teams should be made aware and focus on that. Trust gets built by listening to the customer's needs and offering solutions to meet those needs. Trust is also an important factor in B2C relations. For example, these days it is customary to obtain personal customer data based on consent. You must ensure privacy of customers' data that you obtain, and that too in a transparent manner. Today we are badgered by unwanted and pesky telecalls every day in our day-to-day lives. And this is only because companies where you may have shared your personal information have shared this and passed on the information to agents in complete disregard for privacy laws and without your express consent. You must ensure that your customers do not face this kind of situation because of a lapse from your end. The name of the game is to get repeat customers. Repeat customers cost you a fraction of the amount, just a fraction of the amount you would otherwise spend to acquire new customers. Excellent relationships result in a higher probability of getting repeat customers and assured sales. And this also results in lowering risks for your business. Strategy 3. Create an awesome customer experience. In order that you stay in contention, you must put all your energies into creating an awesome customer experience. Customer experience decides whether the customer will actually buy from you or not. Even if you may have advertised right, made an assuring brand promise, got the customer interested in buying from you, and enticed the customer to come to you, the customer still may refuse to buy in case he does not feel the same sincerity, the same inclination, and eagerness to fulfill the brand promises that made him choose you in the first place over others. It's important for you, therefore, to remember that you no longer compete with your competitors. In fact, you're competing with the last best experience that your customer had. Go overboard. Offer a personalized experience that delights the customer. Customers now are more informed and they expect you to customize the experience for them. That you will offer a quality product is taken for granted, and you must shift your entire focus on the manner, type, and quality of service that you provide. Has it ever happened to you that you made a purchase from a shop and never went back there because the delivery had been botched up? In fact, you should realign your entire organization to be customer facing and accommodate the customer throughout his user journey, from the point you advertise to the point you deliver the product or service, and continuing right through the product life cycle. I'll give you my personal example. I've been purchasing appliances from a specific shop for the last 10 to 12 years. I don't go to anyone else, simply because the owner ensures that I am provided priority after sales service always. The in-shop POS experience, point of sales experience, is also equally important. Finding out the real need of the customer and a good relationship with him provides you an opportunity to offer a holistic solution to your customer. So use this opportunity to upsell or cross-sell with the sole objective of offering an end-to-end solution to your customer's needs and delight him. If the customer thinks your intentions are true and only in his interest, he will take up your offer in most cases. However, if the customer perceives that you are pushing other products only to increase your sales volumes, in your selfish interest and without his interest at heart, he may actually refuse to buy altogether and you may lose the entire sale. The fourth strategy today is to go digital and ensure an online presence. Digital sales is here to stay. Consumers are now increasingly researching, engaging, and buying products and services online. Awakening customer interest and capturing leads during the research phase, when the customer is highly receptive, can help you gain customers over your competitors. And so what do? The first step is to build a presence online. You need to start there. Have your own branded website, attractively designed, and display your products on it. Offer an area for transactions. Engage with your customers online through your website and through social media like Facebook, YouTube, etc. Use email and video marketing tools to communicate with your target customers. Send them relevant and engaging material. Inform them about offers and customer-oriented programs that you are running. Another must-do activity for your business these days is SEO, or search engine optimization. Ensure that your business shows up in the first page of any search on a web page that customers conduct for products that you sell. Keyword research and selection is critical to a good SEO, as it tells you what your customers are searching for. Your content on your website and social media should include these keywords to show up in a random search. You may also decide to advertise online, either on web browsers like Google, Safari, and so on, or on social media like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. Online advertisement can be done at a fraction of a cost of regular advertising, almost 20% of the cost that uses electronic or outdoor media, and is highly cost effective to get similar results. Today, 54% of the Indian population uses a mobile phone. There is a wonderful opportunity for you to interact with your customers through mobile phones. I'm sure you must already be doing that to a large extent. You could interact with through chats, social media, web search browsers, because these are all accessed on the phone. Geography, location are no longer impediments or obstacles. You can reach almost anyone, anytime, anywhere and convey your message. Traditionally, and even just before the pandemic, most companies believed in approaching customers with a one size fits all strategy for their advertisement. Personalization used to only happen at the point of sale. But now, with a much higher online engagement of customers, it's become much easier for you to communicate or engage with customers on a personalized basis. You must adopt the personalization route in your online strategy to have maximum impact on your customer and build relationships for taking your business and sales to the next level. This also will safeguard you against market depressions like what happened during the COVID period. Before I go on to the fifth strategy, let me repeat the first four. 1. Shift focus from your product or brand to the customer. 2. Focus on building customer relationships. 3. Create an awesome customer experience. And 4. Go digital and ensure an online presence. Now we come to strategy number 5. Offer an ecosystem. Make the customer a stakeholder in your business. A strategy that creates a great customer experience while simultaneously building long-term associations with your customer and ensuring returning customers is the ecosystem strategy. Companies like Amazon, Netflix, Apple, Tencent, Google have positioned themselves as ecosystems and sell using this principle. Basically, these companies offer themselves as a conduit or a go-between for multiple products or brands and services for the same customer or for different customer segments. The idea is to provide the customer a good, high-quality, differentiated product and then provide other products or services that have linkages to the primary offering and act as hooks for the customers to remain within the ecosystem. A company like Amazon provides an online marketplace for products, but the company also provides video entertainment, cloud computing services, an advertising platform, delivery services, and so on. And once the customer is in, he stays mostly hooked. There is no reason to go out of Amazon. Similarly, Apple has created an ecosystem where products are interlinked and the customer stays hooked. For example, an iPhone user gets access to a secure cloud space. And if you're interested in an iWatch, you need to have an iPhone. As a small business, you can create ecosystem of your own. Create services, memberships with facilities, loyalty programs, customer clubs, etc., to build an ecosystem around you. You can also explore tying up with complementary product sellers just to provide convenience to your customers by offering a one-stop shop, for example, and to ensure that customers stay engaged with your product or services. You can work on a system that transparently utilizes customer feedback for product or service improvements and makes the customer a stakeholder in your business process. In today's post-COVID era, I again mean the era after COVID struck, customer centricity has acquired a new meaning, and you must explore all means, including adopting digital technology to foster long-term relationships with your customers and build a base of interested, engaged, and loyal customers that fuels your sales growth. Today's customer is more aware, technology reliant, and expects personalization in products and services. It's critical that you build agility and speed in your business responses to align yourself to the changing customer and circumstances, being totally focused on your customers' needs and deliver your products and services in a manner that is not only customized or personalized, but which makes the customer feel that your sole aim is to provide custom made solutions for his needs. This way, your sales are sure to grow, business risks will also get minimized, and your profits will grow, and you will have reason to smile always. If you have liked this video and have found its contents of value to you, please give me a thumbs up by pressing the like button below and subscribe to my channel. Please also subscribe to my Facebook group using the link mentioned here. And don't forget to set a reminder by pressing the notification bell below. I request you also to give me your feedback in the comment section. I will be soon starting my business workshops where I will reveal a holistic process to improve your businesses on all fronts. I look forward to your association there too. Hope to see you again and very soon. Thank you.